I'm often asked advice of organizations that would like to develop a balanced scorecard. What are some of the principles that they should think of? And when answering that question, I always focus on some change management issues. So rather than just jumping in and developing a strategy map and objectives and measures, I think organizations have to think about the softer things that really actually make the hard balanced scorecard work. First of all, why are you developing a balanced scorecard? What is your guiding rationale or purpose for developing this tool? I can virtually guarantee that when you announce you'll be developing a balanced scorecard, your employees will want to know why. Everyone today is overwhelmed with work, there's so many things to do, we're faced with so many choices. So why are we pursuing a balanced scorecard and why now? Very important first step for you is to articulate that guiding purpose. Second, I always advise clients and potential clients that they must have executive sponsorship for the effort. Everyone will be looking to see what your senior executives do and say about the balanced scorecard. So if you're going to develop a balanced scorecard, you must first ensure that you have that executive sponsorship. So how do you secure it? If you're not sure that you do have sponsorship, well, educate your executives. Talk about compelling statistics, other organizations in your industry that have developed a balanced scorecard and the results that they've achieved. You can talk about some of the many success stories both within and outside of your industry. And of course, involve executives in the process. Very important. My experience tells me that people will only support what they help create. So I think it's very important to have executives involved with the process. And lastly, if you're really stuck, try to link the balanced scorecard to something your executives are passionate about. Every executive is passionate about something, whether it's quality or customer satisfaction or employing the best human capital. You can talk about how the balanced scorecard fits in with those subjects in a wider context. So I believe you can influence executive sponsorship. Also, when considering a balanced scorecard, very important to have a team lead the implementation on a day-to-day basis. Regardless of whether you read my book or any of the other books available or hire a consultant, at the end of the day, you'll need a team to guide and shepherd this process through your organization. So I strongly suggest that at the very outset, you designate a person or a team responsible for guiding the balanced scorecard. Those are some of the soft things that you should consider. When it comes to developing the balanced scorecard itself, I think it's very important that you work from a sound strategy. Sometimes people will develop a balanced scorecard in hopes of actually creating a strategy, but ideally we want to work in the other direction. We want the balanced scorecard to be translated from your strategy. So a sound strategy is very important. Then of course you would develop a strategy map and performance measures, targets, and initiatives. And I advise you to consider cascading the balanced scorecard throughout the organization. Take the strategy from the top 10 people perhaps to all of the people in the organization. Really powerful then. Link the balanced scorecard to as many processes as you can in the organization to really ingrain it into the fabric of your company. So those are some implementation techniques that I would suggest you consider. I'm often asked about the future of the balanced scorecard and where is it going. Well, one of the reasons that I love the balanced scorecard is that it has changed and evolved over time. It's a dynamic tool. When first conceived by Kaplan and Norton, it was really a measurement system. How can we overcome our almost exclusive reliance on financial measures of performance? But the tool evolved into a strategic management system by being linked to budgeting, performance reviews, and many other critical processes within the organization. Corporate governance, of course, is a very hot topic, and the balanced scorecard has risen to that occasion as well. Many boards of directors now have their own balanced scorecards to help them in their oversight role of organizations. And in the future, I see the balanced scorecard evolving as other challenges arise in our organizational world. For example, we live in a time of great risk right now. We see many great risk management challenges organizations face. And I believe we're going to see more and more organizations linking risk management to the balanced scorecard systems. So in summary, I believe the balanced scorecard is so successful and it has risen to such a level of prominence because it has proven to be a dynamic tool that can be applied to so many changing business conditions. And I see that happening in the future. So if you're developing a balanced scorecard, I wish you good luck. And if you have one, I hope you've achieved great success. Thank you.